Hello everybody, it's Emily from Vintage Polka Dot Shop, and today I thought we could start working on the ephemera for the woodland journals. I've already done a couple videos with the covers, and so now the fun part, and I've been having a lot of fun making different things. So I thought we'd just do a little craft with me with the last two tags, and these are big guys. I think they're 8 inches tall. I sell them already coffee dyed in my Etsy shop, but if you didn't want to buy them, yeah, they're 8 inches by 4 inches. You could easily take some coffee dyed paper and just cut it to a tag shape, yeah. So these are coffee dyed, and that's how they come in my shop if you want to buy them. But as I said, you can easily cut a 4x8, and I have stamped and done some stamped embossing, which I have not done since the 1990s. So I probably did it all wrong, and you can correct me in the comments or give me tips if you have any. And I used a background stamp, and then these images are all from Front Porch Prints, and she has like I think it's a plant clip art and a wildlife one, so I'll kind of show you at the end, and then just some fun fiber trim. And so let's get started. Just wanted to give you a little example there. So to save time, actually I mass made a whole bunch of them, and so these I already inked around, just saves time, and as I said, I was doing it in bulk, but I wanted to save 2 to do with you guys. And this, I should show this. This is just like a script background stamp. It's by Inkadinkadoo. I don't know. It's by, oh, there we go. I don't know if you can freeze that and get the information. I got it at Goodwill. So yeah, but there's lots and 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 lots of script stands out there. You know, Tim Holtz has some red rubber ones. So the world is your oyster. And then this is a vintage photo. So I'm going to, I like to kind of hold it, use the corners there as my guide. I'm not really going for perfection, but I still want it to, you know, be semi-good or whatever. All right, so we're going to rub that on there. I got that. It's a little crooked, but, you know, by the time you put a bunch of stuff on there, it doesn't really matter. But I have to say, I really like how these look. They actually look really good without any embossing. So if you're not like, if you don't have the tools or you hate embossing, you know, it was one of those things where, I don't know if you ever do this, but I wanted to emboss, so I embossed. Though, honestly, I'm not really sure this needed it. But I do like the extra texture. It adds a little shine without being sparkly. And color, which, you know, if you like to do kind of vintagey things or old things, sometimes you kind of end up in this monochromatic situation. So I like a little color, and, you know, just interest. Oops, there I go again, going the wrong way. It works much better if I line it up with the top and do a gentle rub, try to get even pressure. And I actually like the, oh, you can't see, sorry, the blank space on the sides, because then it's almost more like a book or whatever. Or even sometimes, you know, if you're writing a letter, you leave margins. Occasionally you write to the edge if it's like a note or something, but, you know, like a formal letter or whatever. And it kind of gives you some blank space too. I have to turn this sideways because a couple of them I made actually overlapped the script, which ended up not being a big deal by the time you put the stuff on there, you know, the image and all that other stuff. It doesn't really matter. All right, so see, like I overlapped that one a little bit, but I don't really think it matters. Okay, so we're done with that. I'm just, ooh, sorry guys. Ooh, that was loud. Okay, now the glue. So I got my glue book, and I have chosen to do, I this is my favorite. I love the color of the red. I don't know, just the simplicity of the shape. Probably because it's kind of got a polka dotted thing. I mean, my business name does have polka dots in there, so, you know, like polka dots. And I did ink these already because I cut a whole bunch out and just inked them all at once. And I'm going to about killed this Yoo-hoo stick. I'm just going to go all the way to the edges, pressing down, you know, not being shy here with the glue. And look at this with the awesome spots and drops and, it makes it look like this wonderful old document. And the coffee dyeing looks like ink spots or something. I just love it. But fortunately, they don't all have that. So when you get a pack from either, it's just like a random mix. See, like this one, but see, it still has the fun around the edges. All right, and look at this. I really like this mushroom one too. These are great, by the way. These clip art or fussy cut images by Front Porch Prints. I printed up quite a few sheets, and I've used a lot of them in this journal. They're just, the colors on them are gorgeous. They're not too hard to cut out. Like, they're not too busy, which is a real selling point in my book. Okay, I'm going to burnish that with my thumb. You could use a tool, but as I've said before, the fingers are just conveniently located at the end of my arms. So, and then, excuse me, there we go. Because we're going to need this still. Now, I'm kind of curious because, see, I have not, as I said, I have not embossed anything in, 20 years until I did this project. Get this out of the way. And by the way, I'm using, this is from a Tim Holtz set. I can't remember what it's called. I'll link it below. It's got like all kinds of greenery and stuff. I've used it a lot in these journals. And then this one, which I purchased, I believe, yeah, Hobby Lobby, $10.99. Of course, about every 3 weeks, the stamps go like 40 or 50% off. So if you don't have a Hobby Lobby, it's Hero Arts. Trying to see if I can see a name, but I don't. But anyway, it's this doohickey. It's this one. Yeah, I don't see a name on it. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Fern. And I'm using the Distress Embossing Ink. And as you can see, I have, as a messy crafter, I have gotten it a little messy. But it still works great. Alright, so I have been having fun. If you go over the image, which this doesn't bother me, you won't get ink, like, there'll be like kind of a little border. So if that's not your jam, then I would avoid that. And as I said, you want to press, but I don't think you want to press too hard, or else you kind of get a fuzzy image. And I'm off. Sorry, guys. Sometimes I do it this way. Sometimes I do it that way. I also did the dauber for a while, but I decided I like the ink pad just fine for this. So there's two. I'm trying to remember where I did it because you can't really see it. And I was finishing these off. I wanted to do this video yesterday, but I had a migraine. And I was finishing these off, and I kept forgetting where I had stamped. So, it happens. Alright, so I got that one. I'll set that aside real quick. And now, just to help with remembering, and the ferns I am doing with peeled paint. Tim Holtz embossing powder. I'm move that out of the way real quick. And it's a little memory test for me. Did it down here. See, I don't know if you can see. See, that doesn't bother me, but there is Tim Holtz Distress has a pen, like which I bought, but I haven't used yet. And you could probably like touch it up if you didn't like the gap. But that is doesn't bother me, so I'm not worried about it. And I'm just going to set that aside and then stamp here. Do this one. I love it shiny, but I also love it how it looks before you heat set it. And I'm wondering, I haven't even looked, I wonder if there's like a flocking that you can buy and do the same thing with. Because I think that would be really cool, especially like for the ferns and some of the leaves and stuff. Like, oh, Christmas, you could do like a Christmas tree if it was like fuzzy. I'm sure there's a product out there. I'm kind of, for years I made like primitive dolls and snowmen like Raggedy Ann's and Santas and that kind of thing. And did it for, I don't know, 25 years plus. And so paper crafting, I am very, very new to. So I'm learning what products there are and all that good stuff. All right, got that one. Oops, I forgot to put my paper underneath. Oh, darn it. Oh, well. I mean, it's not like I'm going to keep this piece of paper forever. All right. Who knows, some of this might get... I'm a little bit of a pig pen, so there will be embossing powder everywhere. Okay, and then I did up here somewhere. See, I've already forgotten. I think it's hard when you've, was it over here? When you've made like 20 or something, and I don't always do them the same. So then I'm like, well, at one of them I put something in this corner, and another I put it in that corner, and I can't remember. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm gonna tap this color out. And actually, honestly, I think it would be fabulous with just one color, but you know, if I can play with two, that is what I am going to do. So I got that one. I'll put the lid on there. Otherwise, you know, I will knock it off the table and it will go all over the floor, because that's how I roll. I'm going to clean this out a little bit here. All right, next color. And look, I'm going to remember my paper. It happens. And where do I want to put this? See, I kind of like the idea of the leaves. That looks so good. And hopefully it will still look good. I just love the idea of adding a little bit more. So I'll do this one. And maybe just a hint right here. I don't want to cover up the dots, the splotches, the coffee drips. All right, so set that aside. And now I'm hoping, I can't make any promises. I am so new to making videos. Okay, guys, where did I put my spoon? There it is. I'm kind of hoping to actually, like, either fast forward through the heat embossing or music, or just make it quiet so you guys don't have to hear it. But since I haven't done that yet, and I haven't edited this video yet, I can't make any promises. So you might need to fast forward or turn down the volume. Now do I want to put that? I think I'm happy with that. Okay, so that one's good. Next one. Ah, look at me remembering my paper. Put that there for a second. And back to the ink pad. Yeah, I really like this Distress Embossing Ink. I think it works great. Highly recommend. But in all honesty, it's been 30 years. I just remember I really struggled with it before, like getting the powder and stuff to stick. So I'm sure products overall have improved, and there's probably other fabulous things out there. I kind of feel like maybe one more, like kind of just peek. I love it just peeking. Like the leaves are, like you're kind of looking through the trees or a clearing and you see the mushrooms, sort of. Okay, so that, we're done with that. We're done with that. And when I did these, because I made, I'm doing ephemera packs where the ephemera, you know, I'm making extra the ephemera I'm making. So I made extra of these tags and then ones for my journals. So and then one to like figure out and practice, and have one for my stash so I can remember. I don't have an idea book, but I'm making stuff for the idea book. And I will clear that up later. Oh, and this color was Rustic Wilderness. This is a newer one. I used this color of ink. I bought the ink pad for it and used that in the journal too for the stamping. I love stamping. And now I totally lost my train of thought. So what else is new? Oh, ephemera packs. I was going to say, so, and then I'm also putting together kits where you can make your own journal, and the tag will just be blank. You'll have to buy your own clip art because I don't think legally. Did I miss something there? Let me see real quick. Hold on. Yep. Sorry, I'm just doing this off camera. Good thing I didn't put it away, huh? See, I'm just not, you guys were probably yelling at me going, Emily, you forgot a corner. So much to think about when you're on camera. Okay, so we got that. And I'm using my handy dandy tweezers. And this is the Tim Holtz travel size glass mat. I didn't feel like I had room to store the big one. And I was watching last year or something, Tracy Fox was embossing, and she used it, and I thought, oh, that is a really good use for that. So, okay, gird your ears. Here we go. Okie dokie. So let's take a look. Whoops. And yeah, I don't even mind where it's like broken up here, because I think, especially on this one with all the coffee staining and stuff, it gives it like this real old vintagey look. I'm just trying to see if I think I need to do a little bit more, so hold on. Okay, let me take a look here. Does it need it? And a little bit right here. See, I'm just anxious to get this part done. Alrighty, let's take a look. Looks okay there. Double check this one. And, oh, maybe a little bit right here. Let's see, yeah, that's better. And maybe, whoops, oh, see, I just rubbed it off. Genius. Alrighty, well, as I said, it kind of, I don't hate that. Okay, so move this out of the way so you don't have the glare. And then the last thing I did was, excuse my reach, is I had these fibers. And I just pre-cut them. I wonder how long. I figured, I just kind of eyeballed all of them I made. Looks like they're about, I think I did them like between 9 and 6 inches each. Yeah. And then just do the loop. And I kind of, first couple ones I did were 2. And I will say, I only did 2 fibers. Super easy to like do the little loop-de-doo thing here. 3, it's a little harder. Oh, and look, it didn't even go in. So let's do it again. I didn't have that problem before. You get on camera and you make all kinds of fresh new mistakes. But that's good, because then if you guys are doing this, you can see, I have no problems watching people make mistakes. It's like, oh good, I'm not the only one. Okay, so will it go all the way through? And if it's too long, I'm not going to trim these till I get them in the journal. And I will say on the old book journals I did, the ones where, you know, like the made from the Bambi books and the tree book, they are too short for these. These will stick out. So, but the plan is to have a lot of stuff sticking out anyway, like fibers, and I have leaves and stuff. So that may be okay. I'm going to use a bulldog clip and just clip these into the journals because I want these tassels on all of them sticking past the top of the journals, because as I said, I like to have a journal with things sticking out. I find them very intriguing, like inviting, like what's in there, what's it got. Alrighty, so there they are. There's those, and then just a quick little, oopsie, a couple more that I did. And I think this is still Front Porch. And that was Front Porch. And that's 2 images. Oh, and you can't see. Sorry, guys. See, like more wonderful. Oh, splotchies. I love it. So, oh, and this one, I don't know where. I think this is from a Dover book, clip art book. I can't remember. I'm at that age. And then I added a little label to that one because there was a space. I think that's also the front. So anyway, guys, these will be really fun for whoever gets the journals or the ephemera kits to journal on. And that is it. And I will be posting some more ephemera videos as I go. I'm filming these ahead. I haven't even posted my first one yet. So that will be probably this coming week. And then it will be like 2 or 3 a week, depending how it goes. So I hope you're having a great day. Let me know if you have any questions. Just link them in the comments. And if you have any suggestions on embossing, because I haven't done it in a million years, I'm always happy to hear suggestions or links to videos to give me tips. Hope you're having a great one, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye!